All right. Well, my name is Evan, and I'm an alcoholic, so that's why I'm here today. Sorry, wrong meeting. So, I actually only came with one poem originally, but I think maybe I'll fit two. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. This first one's called Sellout, Preacher, Bigot, or Stream of Consciousness, or, as my mother would ask, have you taken your pills today? Why should I have to die for my art? Is my suffering any less authentic if it helps me to survive? Is my creativity now gimmicky if I use it frequently? Am I an artist or a salesman? Is my art's value based solely upon the sacrifice I make to create it? Must I commit suicide for my art to have an impact? If the words I write end up on a mug, am I now fake? If I write with a purpose, does it automatically become preachy? Is my message perceived as a sermon from some vain preacher? Must I create something meaningless in an effort not to overcome my own vanity? Or do I not join in the commercialism by creating pointless art? What separates sellouts from artists? Am I a bigot if my art offends you? If I write with such diction that goes over those feeble heads, am I looking down on them? If I write something that goes against your personal moral philosophy, does that make me evil? If I write, and what if I were to challenge your religious beliefs? Does that make me a heretic, a sinner? Am I offensive if I question your answers to society's problems? Am I inflammatory if I write about current events? Who am I supposed to impress? Is art made to impress people? Is it worthless if it isn't impressive? Who is the real judge of whether art is impressive and worthy? And what is art worth? And how are we to determine art's worth? So I ask, what would you have me do? Create inoffensive, meaningless, commercialized art that impresses the masses? Must I keep my head down and my mouth shut? Must I stop creating for fear of repercussion? What should I create? What am I supposed to do? Should I survive to create? Die to give my art power? What is art? What am I? And now for another one, which I guess is vaguely political, because I want to throw a shout out to all the other artists who are going a little, pushing the envelope a little. Good on you. This is called Jacob's Ladder in Reverse. Office chairs line the windows of ivory towers that tickle the sky, and occasionally we look up and marvel. Oh, what a beautiful sight! Like a pillar of purity reaching into the clouds, extracting from the heavens a moral condemnation. Suits and ties line the pearly gates. Even David is wearing Armani. And God sits in a boardroom meeting, a round table of glorious luxury personified. The gathering concludes with everyone patting each other on the back. The news hits Twitter before the doors even open. And so the gospel rains down upon us through our electronics. Every news station reporting in a different light. But if you listen closely, they're all saying the same thing. We must fear each other, fear ourselves. A serenade intended to court anarchy. But the song and dance isn't new. Change doesn't come from complacency, and things aren't changing all around us. My music is cathartic at best, but pointless as those around me panic. Gunshots and screams fill the air, and there's chants, we are right. And the crowd grows restless, fires begin, and amidst the fearful chaos, violence erupts. Bottles, trash cans, rocks, people are bleeding and crying out, and so the violence grows until the chaos has reached a climax. And with tear gas, riot officers, broken people, all sides are retreating to take account of those lost. Looking one more time upward, looking for hope, all I can see is the ivory tower. Windows filled with figures that look horrified and immaculate, untouched by our petty squabbles. Bystanders in a civil war created in their own offices, shielded from the dirt and treachery, hidden away from us by both golden gates and pearly windows. Cell phones in hand, it's a new hashtag. And so what started with a bang has ended with a tweet.